so we have now converted this 6 carbon fructose 1,6 bisphosphate into 2,3 carbon यानी कि two let us say separately 2,3 carbon sugars. One is the aldo sugar and other is the keto sugar. The aldo sugar is called glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate while the keto sugar is called dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and these sugars can be changed into each other. The DHAP can be changed into G3P and G3P can be changed into DHAP. Alright, and here the enzyme will be again isomerase. The enzyme will be isomerase. Right, and all this is irreversible. All this is reversible. So now we have G3P here. We have G3P and G3P is called glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. G3P is converted into 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. Bisphosphoglycerate. Alright, and in this process, this is important, NAD is reduced to NADH. NAD is reduced to NADH. Okay, yeah, and the enzyme here, whenever this happens, like NAD is converted into NADH or FAD is converted into FADH, the enzyme will be dehydrogenase. The enzyme will be dehydrogenase. So the enzyme is called G3P dehydrogenase. Alright, and now this 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate is converted to 3-phosphoglycerate. We can say that 1,3-BPG. 1,3-BPG. BBG nahi hai. It's not BBG, it's BPG. Yeah, BPG, 1,3-BPG, 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. And 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate is converted into 3-phosphoglycerate. Okay? And the enzyme. And you see that here was two phosphate groups, and here is just one phosphate group, and that can happen only if ADP is converted into ATP. ADP is converted into ATP. So this is the first ATP we are getting here. Okay, and again, if this is ATP, the enzyme will be kinase, phosphoglycerate kinase. Okay, now this 3-phosphoglycerate will be converted into 2-phosphoglycerate. 2-phosphoglycerate. Okay, and all these reactions are reversible. 2-phosphoglycerate to 3-phosphoglycerate to 2-phosphoglycerate, and here the enzyme is amylase. And then this 2-phosphoglycerate is converted into phosphoenol pyruvate. Which is also called PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate. Alright, and this phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate. And this reaction is also, this final reaction, the conversion of phosphoenol pyruvate to pyruvate, is also irreversible. This is the third reaction which is irreversible. And here there was phosphate group and there is no phosphate group, and in this process ADP is converted into ATP, and this is the second ATP we are getting. Alright, and as there was a phosphate group attached, there was dephosphorylation of this, and the enzyme will be pyruvate kinase. And here, actually, see here, actually, we oxidize glucose to pyruvate. We oxidized glucose to pyruvate first. You see that how easy it is. glucose to glucose 6-phosphate, glucose 6-phosphate to fructose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, fructose 1,6-bisphosphate to G3P and DHAP. DHAP converts to G3P and G3P, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, is converted into as dehydrogenase. There is a dehydrogenase ion which is converted into 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, and the enzyme is, important enzyme is phosphoglycerate dehydrogenase, G3P dehydrogenase, and then 1,3-BPG is converted into 3-BPG, 3-BPG is converted into 2-BPG, and 2-BPG is finally converted into phosphoenol pyruvate, and the phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate. It's boring, it's difficult, it's not. You just understand. There are just 3 steps that are irreversible. The first, the conversion of glucose to glucose 6-phosphate. Alright, the enzyme is kinase. The second irreversible step is the conversion of fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. And the third irreversible step is fructose, last phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate. The enzyme is pyruvate kinase. Thank you. Bye bye.